Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit a crossroads for Breakout '03 Rise Up, and you, the fans, are going to decide what happens next. Today is a digital face-to-face between Ezaa and DDK, two heavyweights in the heavyweight division. If you guys like this face-to-face and want to see this fight as a fully 100% confirmed fight, we will make it happen. But if you would rather see another fight between your mother's favorite fighter, Ezraa Gomez, recently seen at Breakout '02 against Trey Ingram, versus Ezaa, and DDK will go off to fight a different opponent. This is my question. Ask. This is how we're going to decide this. Watch the video today, send it to your friends, and all that stuff over the next 24 hours. And then on my personal Twitter page, we're going to have a poll. Would you rather have Ezraa Gomez versus Ezaa or Ezaa versus DDK? And whichever one gets more votes will be the fight that we make. Ladies and gentlemen, it's once again Breakout time, and welcome back to Breakout Face to Face. We'll see you in the polls. Sounds like there's a fucking election going on. It's a pleasure to have you guys both. I'm going to start this question off with Ezaa. Ezaa, you mentioned something about coming to the last Breakout event. You were slated to fight Jacob Ney on September 16th, 2023. But now you're here right now. So tell the people about your journey. How did you end up here today fighting DDK?
So it's a pretty long.
Hey, tell the truth now. Tell the truth now.
I'm gonna tell the truth. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So obviously, I don't know. I was supposed to fight on Breakout '02. That didn't happen. That ended up not happening. So, as you know, like the CEO of Sword 7, he told me, "Do you want to fight on, Sword 7?" And at that point, I couldn't really say no. I had no choice but to really take the fight. So I came in supposed to fight someone, and then that person pulled out. So I went ahead, fought someone else, a replacement. But the dude was actually like an amateur, so he had some experience. It wasn't like I was fighting the ball. So I went in there, beat the dude up, I won, and now after that, I wanted to fight Ezraa Gomez. Ezraa Gomez was a fight that I feel like was a good fight for me. It was a really good fight that I wanted in the scene. A lot of people wanted to see it. Fortunately, a lot of shit happened behind the scene where Ezraa Gomez fight isn't happening. So a lot of people said take DDK fight. DDK fight is a good fight. I personally think he's better than Ezraa Gomez. So this is good. This is a much harder fight to train for if I was going to fight Ezraa. So like I said, DDK, tough opponent, but he's also an amateur just like me. He's not like this big bad pro that everyone's saying. I'm just gonna go in there, do what I gotta do, bro. Pretty simple as that. I got a goal in mind, bro, and DDK is a stepping stone there. It's a good stepping stone. It's not like he's a bum. It's a good stepping stone, but he's a stepping stone that I have to go.
Well, now we heard you from you. Now let's hear from DDK. DDK, what was your journey like to Breakout Boxing? Ezaa, he's had a fight before. Of course, he was slated to fight on Breakout, but this seems to be your first time, your first rodeo. Tell us about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I literally just started boxing probably about 7 months ago, right? I love boxing. I love to watch it. You'll catch me in the Twitter space talking boxing with the hardcores and all of that shit, right? But I wanted to actually take the initiative and get in the ring. So I looked up local boxing gyms. I joined a boxing gym, and now 7 months later, here we are with this opportunity. And Ezaa like to downplay it, but like he said before, truth be told, we were supposed to fight on Sword 7. I couldn't participate in the event because of different feelings that, my coach had about the influencer scene, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, Ezaa talks about I'm the amateur. I'm no amateur. I want to be clear. I'm not an amateur. I just started boxing 7 months ago. Quiet as kept. Ezaa is the amateur. He's the one with 2 years of amateur experience. He really don't like to talk about that because, it paint him in a certain light, but he got 2 years amateur experience, right? So really, all of this talk about him saying that I'm this big touted guy and I'm not this and I'm not that, man. I'm just another small creator trying to make my way in this space. And really, as much as he tries to talk his way out of it, I'm the underdog in this fight. Ezaa has the fight already, right? Like he's already fought in the small creator scene. This is my debut. He's taller than me. He outweighs me. And again, he has 2 years amateur experience. So I don't want to bamboozle the public or bullshit the public as much as he try to say that big pro shit, man. I'm just another small creator on the same grind that he is, but with less experience as him.
Well, now that you're saying that he maybe has some more experience for you, maybe you could tell us what's going on for your training camp, what you're doing particular in train so you could be ready for Ezaa. You said that Ezaa has a fight. You're saying that he allegedly has 2-3 years experience, and you yourself, you're saying you only have 7 months. So what can you do to prepare for someone who has more experience and may have been in the ring more than you?
I think that it all comes down to boxing IQ, right? Now, to answer your question about how training camp is going great. I'm pushing myself inside the gym and outside of the gym. I've watched Ezaa's Sword 7 fight probably at least, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 times now. I know all of his weaknesses. I know his strengths. I know what he like to do. I know what he don't like to do. I know the areas of the ring that he's uncomfortable. I know how he step when he punch, how he step when he move back. So I've definitely been preparing for him for quite some time. And, you know, we're prepared. We're prepared for a big, hungry, strong, hard-hitting southpaw. And that's what we're getting prepared for, and training camp is going great.
All right, Ezaa, I'm back to you. Thanks for answering, DDK. I'm going to ask you the same question. This man right over here saying that you allegedly have 2 to 3 years experience. Regardless, what are you doing to prepare for DDK for this fight? Is there anything you're doing differently or going to focus on differently in comparison to the Interpret fight or the Justin fight?
So this fight with DDK is an interesting fight because there's not a lot of footage out there of this man. He likes to keep it hidden, and I can respect that. He keeps footage hidden, so you know there's not a lot of me to go off of. But like I said, I'm not trying to downplay it, but like I said, I have been in the ring before, and I know how it is to fight an opponent who's trying to hit me back. So one thing that DDK has that I don't have is, for example, I've been in the ring before. I fought someone who's trying to knock me out, and I'm trying to knock him out. So I'm not trying to say too much, but there's a lot of strategy going behind this camp in particular. Like I'm gonna go down and wait. I'm not.
Hey, yeah. Can you hear me, Ezaa? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All that sound good, but what we want to hear is what is the game plan for Ezaa to beat DDK? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to hear. Tell the people.
You'll see the game plan when we fight.
I'll see the game plan when we fight.
You're gonna feel it with my fist, but
I'm gonna feel it.
Everyone around is gonna see the game plan.
So you saying you come in? So you saying you plan to come forward? Is that what you're saying?
Come forward. I can come backwards. It doesn't really matter. I can switch stances. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you do, I'm gonna do the opposite.
Cap. You know damn well you can't fight going backwards for sure. And you know damn well you can't switch stances, man. Stop lying to the public, man. Let's have a real conversation, man. Tell me right now, me, Pat, Lesnar, and the public, what is the game plan for Ezaa to beat DDK? I would love to hear it. What is it?
You'll see. That's what it is. I ain't saying too much, but you'll see what the game plan is. Like I said, you're gonna feel it too. You're gonna feel it. It's different from seeing it, and it's different from feeling it. And you, my friend, is gonna have to feel it.
What I'm gonna feel? The power, the pressure? Like you're not getting what I'm gonna feel.
You're gonna feel everything. You're gonna feel everything I'm gonna bring to the table.
All I'm gonna say is, if you trying to make me feel it, you can't gas out by the end of the first round, big dog.
Bro, I know I gas out, but this
don't start stuttering. Hear what I'm saying to you. If you trying to make me feel this big power and pressure that you got, you can't gas out after the first round. That shit is good on a prelim card, but you can't bring that shit to 03, baby.
I ain't worrying about my gassing out. Don't worry about all that.
You should be.
Let me ask you this question, gentlemen. I just want to interject. So, obviously, there's some heat coming on for this fight. So, I want to ask this question to Ezaa right now. First, since I asked DDK the first question last. What does this fight mean to you, Ezaa? The last fight was your first win in small creator boxing. It was also your first fight. What are you planning to prove in this fight? Is there anything in particular? Is there anyone down the road that you want to see in the ring? After you face DDK, tell the audience right now what this fight means to you right here on Breakout Boxing.
And this fight, it means a lot because I remember I was in a space and there was a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people saying I was getting my ass beat by DDK. A lot. And I was honestly surprised about it. I'm like, yo, damn, that niggas really got me getting my ass beat by DDK. Mind you, DDK has no footage of it. Sounds like some 2 seconds.
Cap, cap,
Unless you want
cap.
to count you sparring your brother on YouTube, but that's not really nothing, bro. Like that's play. That's
Who
play.
is my brother? I'm my only child. Ezaa, what you talking about?
Whoever you was sparring on your YouTube channel, bro.
You mean the other fighters at the gym that I train at? Say it like that.
Oh,
You know all of. Let me ask you a question. Fuck the bullshit. Are you training at a gym or are you self-trained?
training in the gym. Yes,
What's the gym you train at?
my PAO gym.
PAO? What that mean? What that stand for? Break it down to me.
East Athletic League, but they have different classes for boxing, basketball, everything. But it's really good boxers, really good trainers. I train there.
Okay, so you train at like a all sport facility is what you're saying.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And how many days a week you in the gym? How many days a week you going to this facility?
Depending how much I work, I try to go like at least 6 days a week.
At
At
least
least
6 days a week.
at least 6 days. Yeah. If I can't do six, it's five. But it can't. It's nothing less than that.
All right. I'm just trying to make sure that you training because I want the best Ezaa. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no, because I'm not coming with no excuses, right? I'm the underdog. I'm coming really stepping up to fight you. So I'm just trying to make sure all your ducks is in order to handle business the right way because I don't want to hear no excuses about you was tired, you wasn't properly trained. You know how you talk. I don't want to hear that, bro. I'm just trying to make sure we both pushing to be the best.
I'm gonna be the best, bro. I'm hoping you're the best too.
My man.
All right, DDK, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked
Yes,
Ezaa.
sir.
What does this fight mean for you? Okay, what does a win over Ezaa mean for you on your future for Breakout Boxing and also as a small creator boxer? Because again, Ezaa has a win already, and you're the underdog. So you're
Absolutely.
coming into some hot water territory. Are you ready for that pressure?
Absolutely. 100%. I am ready, and we will be ready come that date. I don't know if we can say it on here, but come the date, we will be ready. But the way that I'm preparing for Ezaa is just all across the board, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, everything. And I will be ready for the best Ezaa. I promise you. I promise you. It's a lot of things that people say about, me not having a fight, Ezaa having a fight, him having, all of this and that and the third. But at the end of the day, styles make fights, right? And you can't fight one guy the same way you fought the last guy. And to answer your question, Pat, directly, what are my plans or what do I see this fight being or meaning for me in terms of my future in this scene? I think it's huge. I think it means everything. Again, it's no secret about how I feel about the reverence that I have about Breakout. You guys are giving small creators a chance, an opportunity, a platform, right, to display themselves as creators and boxers. And I just see this being the start of something great. When I say the start of something great, I feel like a lot of people in our scene, they either have one or the other, right? They can either box, but they can't promote, or they can promote, but they can't box, right? Like, for example, Ezaa, I don't really know if he got either one, right? Based off the last performance, it was kind of lackluster, and he didn't really promote shit. I mean, he kind of just put up a poll on Twitter and said, oh, you guys think I should fight this? That's not promoting, right? So what I plan on doing coming to this scene is bringing excitement to the scene. You can't just make a tweet or at somebody and that's excitement. No, I plan on really pushing the fight, promoting the fight, and just really taking it to the top. And my only focus right now is Ezaa. I'm not focused on nobody else after him. We can talk about that after the fight. But up until that date, I'm focused on Ezaa.
Absolutely, my friend. And obviously, it's great to have you both here on Breakout Boxing. And that's what we want to do. So if you guys want to get involved with Breakout Boxing, of course, fill out our fighter form, fill out our volunteer form. Any way you guys can get involved, we would love to have you at the show. So my next question I'm going to be asking over to Ezaa. What do you think of your opponent? We've had a lot of him asking you questions about your training, about your work ethic. What do you think of DDK in this moment in time? Is this a bout of respect, or maybe there's some underlying sizzling beef that maybe we haven't seen as the audience yet?
I wouldn't say there's beef. Like I don't think that's the word. Like I believe I'm a better boxer than him, and he believes the same way. And we just gotta show it when we end up in the ring. I don't think there's no personal beef. I don't hate the dude or nothing like that. Like I have some sort of respect for him because he's training in the gym. Anyone who wants to fight, I have respect for that. But at the end of the day, bro, like that none of that is gonna matter when we in that ring. So that's really what it is, man.
Hey,
But
Ezaa, let me ask you a question. How did you personally feel about your last performance? What was his name? What was his name?
Damn, I forgot the nigga's name.
You don't know who you fighting?
Justin Bryan.
You sure that was his name, Justin Bryan?
It was Justin. It was Justin.
It's not Justin Bryan.
Uh-oh.
It was Justin. It was Justin.
Don't get on here stuttering to get nervous now. You went from sitting back chilling. You went back from sitting back chilling to now you got your arms crossed. Now you're playing in your beard. You don't know who your opponent is. Who was the opponent that you faced last?
His name was Justin.
Justin who?
I don't remember his last name, but I know it's Justin. His first name was Justin.
Okay, so how do you feel about your last performance against Mr. Justin that you don't know his full name?
I feel like I definitely.
Be honest now. You know, we don't lie to the public. Be honest.
I ain't gotta lie to you, bro. I ain't gotta lie to you.
All right. Okay. Come on with it.
I definitely could have been better. That's the thing. I feel like I can always improve. Even if I knocked him out in the first round, I feel like I always could have got better from that. Like if I could give myself a grade, I'll give myself like a 6.5 around there. I feel like I did okay enough. I feel like I did okay enough to win, but there's also things I could have worked on. But obviously, that's more so ring rust, not being in the ring in years. Like last time I picked up a boxing glove was when I was 14, and since then I never touched the boxing glove.
But you was in the amateurs for 2 years. Is that right, or I got wrong information?
Around 12 to 14, you could say that.
But you was in the amateur for 2 years. Is that right, or is that wrong information?
Around 12, bro. 2 years ain't really nothing, bro. It's really not, especially when I'm a little ass kid, bro, who wasn't really taking boxing seriously when I was 12.
Hey Pat, how long y'all been doing Breakout?
We've been doing Breakout since last year, since February 2023. That's when it was established.
So within a year, you guys have amounted the success that you guys have amounted, right?
Yes.
Okay. Back to Ezaa. So for 2 years, what did you do with your amateur career? That's what I want to know.
I had a couple fights, bro, but it wasn't nothing crazy, bro. When people tell me about my thing, bro, I don't really look at it like something, bro. I was half-assing training. I wasn't taking it as seriously.
So you don't take the sport seriously, is what you're saying. You don't take this shit serious.
I was 12 to 14, yeah.
I got a question for you, DDK. I just want to interject real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You've got a lot to say about Ezaa. What do you think of your opponent in this moment? In this face-to-face, it seems like you've asked more questions than me about this man. It seems like you want to know a lot about him. What is your opinion on Ezaa? And my next question is, do you have respect for this man? Because it seems like you're asking a lot of questions about his integrity in boxing and when he was fighting, when he was younger. So I want to know.
Listen. The thing is this. I want to say this to the public. Well, first of all, to Ezaa as a man, I respect you. Okay. I'm assuming that you knew that, but I respect you as a man, first and foremost. I respect you as a fighter because you've done something that I have yet to do, right? You got in the ring, you was throwing punches at another man, another live dog. So I respect that. My only problem, Pat, is when people come into this scene and they lie or they try to bamboozle the public, right? I respect guys that come in and it's like, yo, you know what? I just started boxing. I'm a small creator. I'm trying to make my bones in this game. I respect that. I also respect the guy that's, you know what? I'm an amateur boxer. I got a little more experience. I'm just trying to use this as a platform to propel me somewhere else. I respect that. But the thing I don't respect is guys who try to downplay or lie about their experience and their past to try to get them somewhere further in the sport. That's the thing that I don't respect. Now, Ezaa know, me and him talked about this on Twitter Spaces, and I bring it up all the time. Like I've been saying, he has 2 years of amateur experience, but he doesn't like to talk about that. And did you see it, Pat? Did you see him start shaking and scratching his beard when I asked about the amateur fights? Did you see it? Did you see that, Pat?
I cannot answer those questions, my friend. I'm an unbiased party.
Okay. Well, I seen it. Okay. And my only thing to him, the questions upon questions is just trying to figure out, yo, my man, why are you so fidgety about this amateur background? Why don't you like talking about it? Why were you not taking the sport serious? And if you didn't take amateur serious, what makes the public, why should the public believe that you'll take the small creator scene serious? That's all I'm saying. I just don't like bullshitting the people. I'm a man of the people, and I like to be real with people. That's all it is. So that's where this is coming from. It ain't no disrespect. I ain't called him out his name. I ain't did none of that. It's just me really trying to get to the bottom of the bullshit. So Ezaa, could you please elaborate on why you weren't taking amateur boxing serious, but you want the small creator community to believe that you'll take this shit serious?
Well, first of all, I was, like I said, I was 12, 13, and 14 boxing. I didn't even really like boxing back then. I was more into football, basketball, and baseball. So, like I said, I more so did it because I was low key forced to. Like I didn't really start liking boxing.
Are you held at gunpoint right now? They got your hands tied behind your back right now? Are you being forced, or is it at your own will right now?
Forced me. What you mean?
So are you being forced right now? Because you said you essentially just said no.
What
You just said that you essentially were being forced to box when you was in the amateur circuit when you was 14. So my question to you, Mr. Ezaa, is there a gun being held to your head right now? Are your hands tied behind your back?
I love boxing now, and I take that shit seriously. I do that shit on my own.
So you only love it when you take it serious, is what you're saying, or you only take it serious when you love it? Is that what you're saying? You only hello? Is my mic coming through? Can you hear me now? So you're saying that you only take it serious if you love it. So you didn't care if you was getting that amateur ring against another trained fighter and they was coming to take your head off because you weren't taking it serious. I'm just trying to get to the root of what's the difference between then your mentality and now your mentality.
Now it's different, bro, because I actually love the sport. Back then I didn't love it. Now I love it.
What did you fall in love about the sport? Because I mean, shit don't change. I mean, you got two hands throwing punches. So what changed?
Everything about it, I love it, bro. I didn't really understand boxing, nor did I really watch boxing like that back then. Now I do that. I watch every single boxing fight. I study boxing. I do everything in boxing. So that's why I love the sport now. That's really what it is. That's the difference from how it was now and it is back then. Now I love this shit. I love the shit. I do everything about it. Back then I didn't do that.
You love the sport, but you couldn't tell the people who your last opponent was. Okay, go ahead, Pat.
All right, wait, not late, not late. Now there's no ladies in here. All right, but listen, this has been our digital face to face. I want you guys to say some final words to each other before we get out of here. But this will definitely not be the last time you guys see each other because there'll be a lot more in store. So before we get out of here, any final words, Ezaa and DDK? I'll let you guys go.
Good luck.
That's it.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck to you too, my brother. And I hope that you finally taking the sport serious this time around.
You're going to see how serious I'm taking it when we're in the ring.
I hope so. I hope you bring the best Ezaa, because when I walk through you and I crush you, I really want it to be a testament of DDK being the biggest face in the small creative community. That's what I want. So I just want you to be ready, man, because I'm going to be ready come that day.
Once again, if you enjoyed that digital face-to-face, make sure you guys vote for Ezaa versus DDK over on Twitter. And maybe if you want to see a fight between two trash-talking beasts, Lesra Gomez versus Ezaa. If you want to see a little bit more of what that fight would be like, maybe check out Sword 7 Into the Dragon, the one that I fought on against Juan and beat his fucking ass. Yeah, that's right, Juan. I don't give a fuck. Have a great day, and once again, it's time to break out.